once again to the all-filled with joy and love hour, or well, 15 minutes of comic book time.
It's like an hour to him.
It is like an hour to me. You know, time goes really slow. Comics are very, very time-consuming, yes. But it is the summer, almost the end, unfortunately. I'm sure you all have had your fill of superhero movies and other things, and, you know, it's good to have that, but it's good to get back to the comics. You know, and this week, we have many comics for you, and
yeah, why don't we
we'll
start off? There's a new series this week from Image, like there is every week. This is Burn the Orphanage, Born to Lose #1 of 3. This is Cena Grace and this other guy, Daniel Friedman. It's their sort of tribute to side-scrolling beat-em-up video games. About a dude who used to live in an orphanage, of course, and one day it was, you know, burnt down. Big surprise. So now, what does he want? Revenge. And he gets it by going around beating up every single ninja, thug, and topless ninja thug that he sees on the streets.
Yes. Yes, the theme of this week's episode will be ninjas, because there were just not enough ninjas in the Wolverine. We need to bring the ninjas, you know, back to the forefront. And no, this is not Ken's story from Street Fighter, though we wish it was.
We really do.
We do. But it's close, you know, it's close. Also from Image this week, we have the second issue of Satellite Sam by Matt Fraction, Howard Chaykin. This is the kind of underbelly of 1950s golden serial television, where Satellite Sam is killed and his kid must find the killer. But yes, lots of great Chaykin... Whoa.
Mega sleaziness.
Mega sleaziness is right. Yeah. But Chaykin black and white is awesome. Matt Fraction, dirty, dark, always good.
And, you know, also from Image, because why not? This is the final issue of The Legend of Luther Strode.
Final!
The last one.
No!
You will never be able to buy another issue of Legend of Luther Strode again in your life. I mean, unless you want to. Go ahead. Be my guest.
If you really want. But yes, and coming next year, The Legacy of Luther Strode.
Because really, they weren't going to end it there.
No.
They're making way too much money.
Exactly. Everything's got to end in threes. And yes, those are dead bodies all over this cover. Yes, it took Tradmore like 3 days to draw this, probably. Okay, we'll try to do something other than Image this week.
What? Why would we do that?
Boom has acquired the rights to do more Robocop stories based on Frank Miller's screenplay type of things that were censored and edited. For those who don't know, Frank Miller of Sin City Frame wrote Robocop 2 and 3, though you wouldn't know it. We wish that it really would have been his script. But yeah, this is new from Stephen Grant and Korkut Oztekin, who I've never heard of. But it's friggin' Robocop. They're doing the remake. You know it's probably not going to be that cool. You know you just want to see angry cyborg Detroit cop shooting
classic
people.
Silver Robocop.
Yeah,
none
classic
of that sleek
Silver
black
Robocop.
stuff.
No, with giant other Robocop-y things and lots of degenerate people that get their ass kicked in this one. But yeah, Robocop, covered by Declan Shavely, very nice.
And this week, IDW has the 4th volume of their series of Torpedo trades out. This is collecting the entirety of, what's his name, Enrique Sanchez Abuli and Jordi Bernay's awesome crime strip. Epic masterpiece, Torpedo 1936, right. About the slimiest hitman ever to walk the streets of New York.
Yeah, if John Constantine was a hitman, he would be
Torpedo.
God,
he would be creeped out by Torpedo.
He would be creeped out by Torpedo, that's a good call. I think that's 4 out of 6, or 5? They're getting to the end, it's close. Robocop does not want to stay. Another big book this week. Is it this side? Or is it this side? It's like a Japanese comic, you just don't know where to start, oh my god! Trillium, #1, written, drawn by Jeff Lemire. Returning to creator-owned stuff after his wildly popular Sweet Tooth series finished earlier, or maybe the end of last year, or so. Sometime around there. This is an 8-issue sci-fi romance story that is surprisingly close to the Fountain movie by Darren Aronofsky. It's kind of close, but you know, Aronofsky's weird in an entirely different way that Jeff Lemire is not. But this is very cool. Both sides tell the story of one's the woman in the future, one's the man in the past, and they kind of meet up. But it's a really cool way and clever way to design this and use the medium to a really good effect. You know, it's kind of hard to do it in movies. It's a little easier in comic books. But yeah, this is really great. New #1. It's probably going to be pretty popular. A lot of people asking for it, so get down here early. Get your Trillium. Sounds like some weird future drug.
It does.
Trillium.
It really does. Trill. It's just Trill is all hell. Alright, we got Catalyst Comics #2 from Dark Horse. Joe Casey taking on sort of the old Catalyst Comics universe. But then
shoving some serious fire up its ass.
Yeah, yeah, really.
You got Dan McDade, Ulysses Farinas, who just did Gamma last week or
Which
2 weeks ago.
you know was awesome.
Pokemon and Power Rangers, totally weirded out. But yeah, the
It's
first issue.
kind of what happens after the world ends, you know?
Yeah, yeah. But no, I mean, and look at the Paul Pope cover. Paul Pope's doing the cover for it. You know, it's probably going to be pretty cool. Either that or they paid him a lot of money. One or the other. Also from Marvel this week, or well, actually from Marvel this week, continuing the return of Galactus and his destruction of the Ultimate Universe.
Yep.
Spinning out of Age of Ultron and the many, many things that it has done to the time stream to destroy them that will never be repaired. Again, all Wolverine's fault.
Sure, never ever again.
No, never. Always Wolverine's fault. But yeah, you know, it's... You open it up, you get giant pictures of Galactus.
Yeah, at this point, this is a double Galactus.
Yeah.
You see the normal Galactus and Ultimate Galactus kind of fused together, Dragon Ball Z style, at the end of the first issue.
Fusion!
Yeah, exactly like that. Right?
Fusion!
Like that, and then we fused together. Can we edit that in, please?
Absolutely, we need to edit it in. I've been watching Dragon Ball lately too. That shit's awesome. But yeah, Leonard Kirk. Is doing the art. Joshua Hale Fialkov, and as always, Adi Granov kicking ass on the covers.
Right. And another one from Marvel here. This is the second issue of Deadpool Kills Deadpool, about Deadpool's trans-dimensional crusade to kill Deadpool. We've got we got a whole Council of Deadpool. You know, you got the Council of Kangs. There's a Council of Spider-Man ones.
Council of Reed
Council
Richards.
of Deadpools. There's Council of Dooms too.
Council
Matt
of
Fraction has
Dooms,
introduced,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
this has possibly the most important comic book character find of the year. Beard of Bees Pool. He's Deadpool, but with a beard of bees.
Move over, Deadpool dog. We're done with you. We have bees. Oh, yes. From the king of comic books, Jack Kirby, comes the second of his awesome magazines that he did for the DC in the 70s. Unfortunately, only one issue of each. One was Spirit World, his take on the occult, and this one, In the Days of the Mob, stories about real crime and the people that commit them. It's awesome. It's really gritty. It's got the beginning here. You got this dude with this crazy, crazy haircut taking you into this Moz Boys. That's right. She's an old lady with a Tommy gun, and her boys are sitting there drinking beer while they're getting ready to plan their next heist. And this has got really nice, kind of almost sepia tone paper. It was originally in black and white in the magazine. What they've done also is take all of his other stories about crime that he did for short anthologies throughout the 70s, put them all into one book. Nice hardcover, $40. A little pricey, but the king's worth it.
Yeah, and it's so hard to find otherwise.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're going to be paying at least $25, $30 for that issue. Though this does not come with the cool wanted pull-out poster. Bummer.
Right, another collection here this week. This is Image's Todd, the ugliest kid in the world. First volume, collecting the first, 4 or 5 issues?
5.
Yeah,
It was
4
5.
issues.
Oh no, 4? It was 4?
Yeah, it says right there. What are you, blind?
I can't count.
Okay, that is true.
I failed math.
Hilarious, completely black humor, just a little bit depressing.
Just
not
a little
totally,
bit?
Not totally. It's about, the ugliest kid in the world getting thrown in jail.
Written by
And adopted.
Ken Christensen, art by M.K. Perker, who did Cairo and Air, and Danny Trejo gives you an introduction. And if Machete says it's good enough for you, you better buy the damn comic. And is this...
I believe so.
You knew it had to come to this as the last one. Very fast breakneck speed compared to the last one. Fifey has, he's fallen off his monthly thing a little bit, but you know what? We're going to forgive that. After last month's quiet interlude and character introductions for those who missed the previous 6 issues, we have violence, lots of it, on rooftops, in the air, lots of pinks. Ooh, astral plane, lots of Shade the Changing Man. It's Copra by the comic. And our cover of the week, by none other than, yes,
The King.
the King. The Jack Kirby Collector is out this week. Unfortunately, you will notice this is much smaller. It used to be really big. It could barely contain the Kirbiness that was in it. And then people complained about their Kirby being too big. And I ask you, what kind of Kirby fan are you? That you don't want big Kirby? What the hell's wrong with you? Anyway, awesome face stuff. This is weird, like Aztec-y in the 70s Kirby stuff that he was doing. I mean, this is Ancient Aliens before there was Ancient Aliens.
It's true.
It's straight up. You want Prometheus? I mean, this is where you're looking at. And just as a quick aside, to finish off the ninja thing, if you didn't get enough ninjas, this book is chock full of ninjas. All ninjas, all the time. Chris Claremont, Frank Miller, this is the book that the movie was based on. Wolverine's short, he actually looks like Wolverine, and he smokes cigars. You will not see that.
Basically everything that was missing from the movie.
Exactly. And we have some very fine merchandise this week.
Oh, that is quite a handsome shirt right there.
As you might see behind us, from the wildly popular saga, which obviously all you are reading, comes Lion Cat, the greatest character find since Bees Beard Deadpool. Fiona Staples, Lion, men's sizes, women's sizes. I know.
Comes in both white and black.
I know. You could be the first of probably about 50 people on the block to get your Lion Cat t-shirt. But show your love. Buy it from here. We'll have our own Lion Cat army. We also got a bunch of other t-shirts this week. We got Aquaman. We got a Superman one. New Captain Cold figure from the New 52. And for those who can't get enough of Injustice and you need little toys to play with at work,
It's a tiny Nightwing.
it's a tiny Nightwing. You know, just in case you need to take him in bed with you. You know,
Just
you
need
kind
a little bit of dick in your life. You know?
Boom. You know, there you go. That's what you need. So, with that, that's about everything. And thank you guys, and we will see you next week. Remember, ninjas.